Am I looking at a star at the other end in some other galaxy? There's like an aperture opened up there. So it's an echoing place. Every shape and angle has an intelligent purpose. It's designed like a living organism. And I hear the word Enoch. This next one was kind of creepy because it was somebody who was like slumped over. Um, my sense is that they were conscious, but just barely, and that they were hanging. They weren't, I don't know, it was just weird. This next one, I started getting, these swirly, like vortices types of things, but energy moving from down below upward, pulling energy, extracting. And then I started wondering, is this a person? Like, or is this somehow related? Kind of a creepy feeling there. Here's some more of the spinning vortices types of things, and those are like lines of energy. So felt like elemental energy with a focus on the subject or the direction, deliberate direction. Like they could really focus this. If it were a person, they could focus it on a person. If it was, it's being deliberately used. So it's well beyond experimentation. Similar for the next one, toroidal field energy, its effect on whatever element or subject, very advanced technology, uncommon manipulation of forces of energy, very clean, very pure. This was weird because it was like an aperture opening. Like if you're looking down a pipe and down at the end of the pipe, I saw like what was really, really bright. And, when you remote view, it's like looking at a negative of a film. So that was actually really bright looking, like the sun rising or something like that. But thinking I'm seeing part of a star, and at the end of the tunnel, it's almost like warping space, more field energy dynamic. And then in trying to put it all together, again, a lot of this high energetic toroidal field, they introduce these elements to produce the desired effect, and they're rotating. And then I see like this is like looking down that pipe, and whatever that object was is moving through the trajectory. And I was like, wormhole? Am I looking at a star at the other end in some other galaxy? There's like an aperture opened up there. But the object moves safely through the event horizon. So now I'm like wondering about the structure. So it's an echoing place, no concern for use of space. Every shape and angle has an intelligent purpose. It's designed like a living organism, very clean environment. And I hear the word Enoch. Very large room, rounded doorway at the end, shape of the walls are uncommon pillar-like structures. They're like dynamic and energized feeling. Next one, this almost felt like part of like some of the whatever's creating that field energy. Here's snapping, crackling, pulsing, humming, energy production portion of a much larger system, integrated, advanced, and elemental. This is energy transference from whatever's down below to above. These are points of conduct. And then in the middle is this toroidal field swirling around. Contained, controlled environment. It's done in a vacuum. So this is sealed off and an enclosed environment. And then for life human, overwhelming sense of people being used against their free will, and science lab like area, hospital clean, very quiet breathing. And here's that person hanging again from a torso, slumped over and barely alive. There's somebody sitting on the edge of the wall, and these weren't like prison bars. It was almost like a Star Trekky feeling where they have a force field that prisoners can't move through, something like that. But this person is behind like an energy containment, and they're just waiting, docile, defeated, captive, and they just have already admitted to themselves that they're gone.
Watch the full session today with our private membership using the link below.